Greetings everyone, I am Lady Ashland Dragonelf and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified when I upload content. Hoi! That was weird. Hello. But anyways, hi, I am coming in from February 14th to let you all know that the first portion of this vlog, even though it's quite lengthy, was recorded on January 23rd. I got extremely busy with my therapy and I was kind of pushing aside having to work on my vlog to get it done and all that so I can let you all know how I'm doing. So I decided to go ahead and compile my original recordings with newer updated stuff, because there is some stuff in the original that I felt, yeah, you guys should really see where I was at this time and compare it to what's in the later portion of the video. So that's forewarning for all of you, and I will let you know what's the next bit. I had previously been doing a weekly vlog, but due to my mental health, taboo subject, yeah, but okay, it's legit, I have mental illness, and I've had to really step back from a lot of the stuff that I was doing, and also not doing, because I was not exactly keeping up to date with some of the art websites that I'm a part of, including Wattpad and Elo, which I do have accounts on. Oh yeah, Quotev as well. Those ones I do always link in the description below, links to all my accounts, so you can just follow me on there. I will get to this box momentarily. I'm really excited about this. Now, okay, so with my mental health, I did end up very depressed. And I really needed to step back and take care of myself. So I ended up, one of my medications was altered, the dosage that is, so aside from the medication getting switched out, which I might have touched that on my last vlog, whenever that one was, but I had the dosage upped on the one that it was switched to, my antidepressant, so the dosage is now a little bit higher, and that has been a really good stepping stone to help with me getting to feel better. And also I was in a therapy group. I started that, I might have mentioned that in my vlog that I was going to start that, but I ended up switching to a different program, which is a lot more intensive, and I've already started feeling a whole lot better. And some of the days I did not want to go to group, and I remembered my grandma. She says the day she does not want to get up out of bed in the morning is the day she stops getting up, or like the day she dies. And I've been thinking about it. It's really, if I don't go to therapy, I'm just going to stay miserable. So I have been going to therapy. This therapy group that I've been going to, it's 3 days a week, basically 3 hours worth of therapy, either morning or afternoon, evening-ish. And intensive, yes, but it really has been helping me out, which now that I think about it, I will grab my notebook of notes so I can kind of give you guys a little bit of an idea of what... Don't mind me, got distracted because I had a piece of paper stuck to my foot. Random, I know. Okay, so one of the things that we had gone over was like some things that hinder therapy, behaviors that hinder therapy, not participating in class, which every single day I am like forefront participating, and it's really kind of in just a part of my character that I developed. I'm always participating in class and education, so why not in a therapy group? Oh yeah, we also like went over urges to like harm oneself, or like an urge to have candy. Is it going to be good or is it going to be bad for you? A little bit is good, but too much of it ends up being very bad for you. And same thing with like the self-harm. Yeah, it would as a taboo subject, and I made sure in the title that there are trigger warnings about that I'm going to be talking about. Yeah, the self-harm. A pro would be that it felt good in the moment, but a con is that ultimately it's like maybe a scar on your body or just on your mind. So that was something to definitely like weigh on. We also like discussed physical sensations for like anxiety. There's the flight fight responses, but there's also been added the freeze, where you just freeze up and it's like nothing's functioning. And you might have even seen like videos like an animal will freeze like a perceived danger. That's the same thing some of us have encountered. And then there's the faint. The faint aspect is what I've called spacing out. It's like I am hearing what is being said, but I'm not processing it, and the body, like I can't speak, as like I got shut down. Now there's some other things that we did go over in this as well. We talked about the importance of sleep, getting as much as you can that is reasonable, not too much, not too little. We talked about the impacts that stress can have. There's a lot of different stressors that can occur in a person's life, and it's really just learning what can we do about it or not do about it, because sometimes we have to step back and assess the situation. So that has been going on, and I have started using my passion planner for this year. I am actually quite excited for it, which I'll bring it a little closer for you. Is that a better view? Move the box. Yeah, this is a really cool planner. It helps to, with the way it is, it helps to plan out the day every half hour. And also encourages setting goals and what to do to follow through to succeed in the goal. And over the past week, my entire goals, had a little hiccup belch, was to go to the therapy group, because I knew it would definitely benefit me. So I have definitely done that. And now that I am on the mend, I was really inspired to follow through with drawing this art piece that I had in my head that I wanted to draw. I did get started on a 18 by 24 piece of paper, though it's probably 24 by 18. I don't know exactly, but really it's a rectangular piece of paper that has that inches in size, and I got started on the drawing yesterday, which unfortunately, because I didn't have an easel at the time, I was basically like this. This is my desk and this is me. I was like this, trying to work on the drawing, and my back was seriously killing me come later. It was not happy. At the same time, I know I should have done more stretches for it, which I didn't, but that's definitely going to be something I'm going to work on. Now that I have more energy, my head's clearer, I'm not having as many self-harm thoughts. So I'm going to be eating better, finally eating better, doing what I can to eat better and be more physically active. And I'm also going to be picking up my art. And for those of you that have been following my hand art series, that is going to commence in the not too distant future, I think. You'll definitely see posted everywhere I've been posting them. Yeah, just remember to sit up straight. Sitting up straight opens up the airways in your chest and helps with your whole posture and everything. That I just remember to do. I'm struggling on that part. But I'll definitely notify all of you when I do commence with my artwork for the hand art series. Eventually, the more I work at myself, I will get myself a job and I will be able to, I'm thinking of becoming a courtesy clerk at a local grocery store, which would be easy enough to do, and if need be, I can carpool to get there and home. But at the same time, I am still planning on selling copies of my hand art series. That one, I still need to learn more information about owning a small business, so I'm going to go ahead and continue postponing getting my hand art series shop open, or my later days art shop as I called it. So that's just going to be postponed until I have more information. And that's really, yeah, that's that. But pertaining to the art and said box, I have my very own feet down yonder, but I have an easel. I have an easel. This is absolutely amazing. It is absolutely huge, as you can see here, but it probably will cover perfectly for what I need for the drawing that I'm working on. And so I'm definitely going to be pulling this out and sharing it all with all of you. Yep, okay, I think I have this in the right position so I can open this up and share it with you. I did move my rack aside because for working on my drawing piece, I did need to be on this side of my desk, and just in case with this, I have the space. So let's go ahead and get this open. It's stuck somewhere. Oh, I see what the heck this is. Gotta pull it forward after that. Oh, it's snagging. Okay, so I don't know if I can turn this well enough. This I have to pull out now. Oh dear. Get that out of my way. Okay. Honestly, I don't even know what the recording is picking up, so I might cut out some of the sound on this. Holy. Okay. Honestly, you couldn't really see that with how the camera is facing. There appears to be something else in here. That's cool. It's got this piece in here for like measurements. That's cool. And this huge piece right here, I think that's, oh yeah, just foam in there. Just bits of foam in there. Okay, let's see if I can figure, go ahead. Okay, that's rattling a little bit. Okay. That's not in place. That's better. Much better. Okay. I see. Okay. So this is like the foot bit right here. Turn that a bit. This is the foot bit. And this see if I can do this. There we go. Okay. So that's the base, and to keep it propped up. Okay. So then go ahead and flip it. Yeah, no, I'm going to cut out the sound of that bit. I accidentally dropped it. And it definitely caused a little bit of a ruckus with it, but damn! This thing is huge, honestly. I'm going to scoot that over like that. That takes up my desk. Honestly, I'm not even sure where I'm going to go with my coloring tools. I'm honestly not sure with this with how little space I've got all around it. I'm not sure where exactly I'm going to go with coloring tools and such. But I think now I'm going to show all of you the drawing I've been working on. Okay, I'm at an angle because over here there's bright light coming through my window. And I'm like straight to my back on this. So I'm at a bit of an angle with this to show you what I've got going on here for my drawing. This paper does go over the size, the entire height of the board here. So I'll definitely need to figure out how to support this up here if I find the need, but maybe I'm actually just testing that with it up against. Yeah, honestly, that feels just fine. Put a bit of pressure on it. Ooh, let me focus. So I'll definitely be able to work on this upright like this. Now, I drew myself, which there's bits that I still need to work on because this is still a sketch. I drew myself. I decided to be ascending stairs, which are going to restructure this a bit. Then have like a platform, and then this narrower part going up is into the clouds. That's going to be the next side of the staircase, which I've already decided on the clouds going to be rainbow colored. This is kind of like the rainbow in the sky, but also LGBTQ. I think I'm stepping on something. Yeah, I am. So kind of have those colors up here in the clouds too, instead of just a rainbow in clouds like we normally see. I do have, those of you that are Hyperion or have seen some of my works or other works, this is the Hyperion Triskel. Part of my head is covering it. I'm going to adjust a bit of the shape too. I'm planning on that. Now, oh geez, sorry. Put the hand over the camera. The skirt here, I am planning on having like flames, draw like flames coming off of it. I'm thinking like a half circle type of shape around it as it's cascading down the stairs down here, but I need to restructure the stairs before I really get into that. I need to figure out what to do to fill in the empty spaces here and here. So that's a huge project that I have going for me. I don't know how well my pens will work on this paper. Fortunately, I have another piece of paper of this that I will be testing out how the pens are going to work on it. And once I'm done, right there is where it's going to go. I've got some other stuff on this wall too, aside from a messy bookcase. And actually, my brother, since I'm on the subject of what I got over here, my brother got me this model. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, I've set myself back down. I've had to cut the recordings quite a bit in order to be able to record all of this, which, let me get the cushion. Okay, well, honestly, that is all I wanted to record for this bit of my vlog that I'm going to be uploading on Monday, even though today is Saturday that I am recording it. I decided to go ahead and do like some other vloggers do and record multiple days. So this I went ahead and recorded because I just got my easel. And I think I'll record a bit on Sunday. That'll be more towards some of the gaming stuff that's transpired, which honestly, entertaining. Some of it at least. Majority of it I've found to be very entertaining. I do need to play more games than just GTA 5 online, so I definitely will be trying to play more Wizard 101 and Lord of the Rings online, along with Assassin's Creed 1, which I had restarted playing after I had finished it a while back. I've got a lot of stuff on my to-do list, basically, but I know I have to take it one step at a time, so over time, more and more of the stuff will get taken care of. Yeah. So, okay, see you in the next recording. Hello, and welcome to, what day is it? February 13th. Yeah, as I said previously in this video, originally I had recorded on January 23rd, and then I got busy with other stuff, mainly therapy, but I was also kind of just riding the wave, being mellowed, and not really exactly doing a whole bunch of stuff, like finishing this vlog, which I am about to. I did finish my intensive therapy group that I was in. That was on February 8th that I finished that. I was going to go into a new therapy group on Wednesday the 10th, but it got canceled for some reason I do not know. But to add a bit more to what I talked about, what I was learning in the group, I learned coping skills, like self-soothing coping skills, pulling my thoughts together. I was reflecting a lot of what I have learned thus far in Hyperionism to what I learned in the therapy group. And in the therapy group, they're teaching that we have a rational mind, we have the emotional mind, and in between we have wise mind. Emotional mind, that's where all the emotion is, and the rational is where all the rational thinking is. Wise mind is a combination of both, but done in a healthy manner, which, referring to Hyperionism, that is where we have the emotions, the intuition, towards the bottom of our list of how we have things organized, of how we behave in a healthy manner. Then at the top is logic and reason. And when we're using logic and reason, we are acknowledging our emotions. Same thing as wise mind. We are acknowledging the emotions, but we are taking a more logical and more reasonable stance to sort through it to get to a healthier endpoint. We had also covered how to calm ourselves down, self-soothe, say we're in a crisis and we can't do anything about it now. It was perhaps like pulling yourself away from the emotion, relaxing with your senses, sight, taste, smell, those ones, and focusing on something like with taste, maybe a bit of food that you really like a small bit of food, not too much, because if you have too much food, you might start eating as a coping mechanism. If you eat too much or too little, your body will have a problem, your brain will affect your mind and how well it's functioning, which I have definitely experienced not eating well. But now I am eating better. I'm making a point of eating my breakfast in the morning, eating a mid-morning, late-ish morning, early afternoon, probably like around 10 or 11 a.m., eat a snack around then, and then early afternoon, eat something then too, and then have dinner later on. If need be, I eat a snack before I go to bed, something really light, so I'm not going to bed hungry, because if you go to bed hungry, that will hinder your sleep. In my mental state, I'll touch bases on that too. I am much better. I understand I do have a long ways to go still, but I'm not really... The only times I really have self-harm thoughts popping in is when I'm tired and just drained, and that's when my mind is more susceptible to wandering to this other stuff that I don't really need. And I think about it, and it's stuff that I don't need to put a lot of thought into and like dwell on it, because I understand that this is just coming from me being tired, and it's not like I'm actually going to act upon it. Because I've in the past I have enjoyed self-harming, but it's not healthy. It's not healthy for me, so I've pushed back on that. Speaking of something not being healthy, I've had a lot of sugar, like chocolates, and sometimes a fair amount of soda lately. Not too much of the soda, but definitely the chocolate. I can definitely hit the chocolate if I'm not careful. I've been trying to make a conscious effort. Sit up straight. I've been trying to make a conscious effort to eat less sugar because my body doesn't need too much sugar, but I am going to make an exception for tomorrow, as I'm going to have a cupcake, as tomorrow, February 14th, Valentine's Day, it is my birthday. I am going to turn 26 tomorrow, and I will no longer be a quarter of a century old. And it's a little bit of a bum, no longer going to be a quarter of a century old, but I am actually quite glad that coming up to my birthday, I've made the progress that I have mentally and have been able to set goals and actually complete them. This week, if you're going by Sunday through Saturday calendar, I had set a goal of stretching 3 times this week. I got 2 of them done. Last weekend, not this one, the 6th and the 8th of February, 6th and the 7th of February, I set 2 goals as an either or. One was to work on my vlog, which I did get working on the original bits that I had edited, and I did some more before recording this bit too. And my other bit was to study Hyperionism. My other goal, and pertaining to the goal, because of circumstances, even though I had everything set up to study it, circumstances ended up preventing me from doing it, which is basically, I wanted to talk with my brother, and I also wanted to eat dinner, and after dinner, I was too tired to work on it, so I just went to bed. But I had everything set up. Paper, pencil, video of Hyperionism, I had all of that set up, and that, honestly, there's times where I've wanted to do something, it's like, no, if I get started, I'm going to get too tired on it. But the fact that I got that far, I was actually impressed. So I am intending on studying more Hyperionism. I did join last week and this week, I believe last week too, I don't remember. Might have been the week prior, so I might have skipped a week. I joined Morgue Official's live on YouTube, which he was also doing a live stream on Facebook as well. I will put a thingy up there to this last one, which is basically for Valentine's Day. And if you end up watching the chat, you will see a bit of what had happened during the live stream to lead to me doing what I am secretly going to be doing tomorrow, which will be a big reveal. It's going to be out of my comfort zone for sure. I will be more recording tomorrow for it, along with sharing my cupcake too. But it was a really fun live stream, which we were, Morgue was looking up in the Bible multiple hot blasphemy scriptures in the Bible. And as I ended up commenting, that's in there? And he goes and laughs about it. Yeah, it is. I've in the past developed a deep hatred for the Bible because it's like lies developed when humanity was only just becoming conscious and self-aware. And so that was a lot of fun. Everybody had a blast, and some people were getting drunk too because it was a drunk Bible reading. But adding on to everything that I've already said just now, I have never truly felt that I've been consciously aware of myself and reality, so that even in the previous years when I was in like, I don't know, I'm going to throw a year out there, maybe like 2010, I was in a therapy group somewhere in my years of high school between 2009 and 2013. Even before that, I was in therapy for my mental illnesses, but I don't feel that I was conscious and aware enough to fully grasp what I was learning to be able to not have a relapse, which now I feel like I am in a much better place, And I've also have resources that I can go to the Hyperion source, Morgue Official, to look through these videos and study Hyperionism. And also I am going to be hanging on to more of what I got from the therapy group that I just got finished with, so that I can study more and keep everything there in my head and not get shoved back. Excuse me. A lot of the stuff that I've been through, I have suppressed my memories because of the trauma, the bullying that I experienced. So being able to pull that stuff out so it's more in the conscious state, rather than preconscious or the unconscious state of my mind, it's enlightening, and I feel much more confident with it. So that really does bring me joy, and I'm glad to be smiling. I will add in, yeah, I'm not wearing that shirt. I'm wearing a black shirt. I have a burgundy shirt that says Smile More across the chest, and my case manager who was working with me while I was in my previous therapy group ended up saying that I'm glad to see you're smiling more during one of the meetings we had. I pulled up my shirt, and I was like, after I said, well, I'm wearing this shirt, and she just lost it, so did I, because she had just said, as I told you guys and gals and everybody else, that she just said she was glad to see me smiling more. The first time we had talked, I was barely even smiling, but with feeling better, I'm smiling more. And she goes and comments that if there was ever a commercial for therapy, that would have been it. Me pulling up a shirt, smile more. Yeah, I am smiling more, and I'm happy for that. So, what I am going to go on more about, since that is an update on more of the mental illness and the Hyperionism in my therapy, I transfer over now to talking about my gaming. I also included my birthday too. Taking a quick look at my notes so I can know what I'm trying to say. Gaming, I have started back up playing Lord of the Rings Online. I'm making some progress on that. And I have been goofing off on Grand Theft Auto Online. I believe that's what it's actually called, not Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. I don't know. I need water. Oh well. But in Grand Theft Auto 5, I'll give you one thing that had happened. I ended up getting the Toreador, which is a submersible car, kind of based off of a car that James Bond and that whole franchise ended up getting. And the car in Grand Theft Auto Online has a boost on it. So a combination of myself, my dad, my brother, and a friend of ours, we got into this canal, and we were looping around up the other side, and as we're getting up the other side, we end up hitting the boost, shooting ourselves across a series of buildings, and seeing where we will land after that. It was hilarious, the places we ended up at. Dad ended up on this pipe that was sticking out of the building, and he wasn't even touching the walls. Somebody ended up on getting the furthest distance away somehow, some way. And next thing I hear over the voice chat, collision! My dad and brother had collided mid-air. And before that, we weren't hitting each other, unless it was just when we were getting back over to the canal. And then I ended up sending myself flying after my brother accidentally disconnected because the Wi-Fi wasn't too good, and my dad's coming around from a building that he ended up behind, and I go, uh-oh. Dad's coming up, saying something to my brother over the phone at that point, and crash! I landed upside down on top of him. So a combination of my dad and brother colliding up midair And me landing on top of them, yeah, we had a blast that day. I think I need water, so I'm going to finish up this recording. I'll record more tomorrow and figure out how I'm going to piece this whole thing together. But in Lord of the Rings Online, I had been trying to get into a multiplayer questing section called Instances. I slurred that with a bunch of S's. Instances. Whatever. I hope you guys get the idea. But I had found that I can jump onto these blazers that were lit. And so I was up on it, and I saw this other player come up and go in and check the instance finder. And they turned to look at me, pause. And then they ended up looping around me and going off on their way. Yeah, I wasn't getting burned, which surprised me. But it was funny, this other player coming up and seeing me like that. And that reminds me, I might have mentioned this in a previous vlog, of where I was on this bridge and this guy was riding by, another player was riding by, and he saw me on the edge and he was like, don't jump off, which unfortunately I was terribly new at the game and I did not know how to converse back, and I think I had just gotten back from being AFK. So I didn't get to laugh back at him. That was alright. Valentine's Day is my birthday. Honestly, being called Valentine's baby got old, and I always dread when I say that I am born on February 14th that somebody's going to say, oh, you're a Valentine's baby. I'm not for that. It's kind of like a good holiday, but has too much consumerism and fluff and stuff thrown into it that I'm not partial to it. If it wasn't so much that way, I would actually like my birthday a little bit better. Otherwise, I just think it's lame. Because of how much the consumerism is, like, pulling at the holiday. It is important, though, to share love to yourself and to others. That I will not deny, as it is very, very true. It's just when you have consumerism splattered all over that, saying, hey, you need to get this, you need to get that to show your love. There are other cheaper ways of showing your love. Yeah, there are ways of showing your love that are expensive that are really great. Like, say, taking somebody on vacation somewhere else, like a different part of the world. That can be a lot of fun. That can be a very fun trip, but it's not just one day of the year that you should really be doing this. Kind of like with Christmas and Thanksgiving, you need to be thankful. It's time of year for gift giving, and consumerism littered all over the place. I'm not partial to these holidays, and Thanksgiving is also screwed up in its own way anyways. But I'm not going to dwell too much on all of that right now, as today is my birthday. I did upload a story to my Instagram and Facebook video that I will upload the video elsewhere. Twitter already included in this video too, just before this recording. And that's of my cool cupcake. I intentionally went with rainbow because LGBTQ, I am pansexual, I might very well be gender fluid. If only I had a chance to really explore that opportunity, but that's not at this present moment. In the future, I will. Now, I did join Morgue Official's live stream for Valentine's Day. It was absolutely hilarious. Honestly, he and a bunch of us others would not be surprised that he got pulled from YouTube and Facebook because of the content, but at the same time, it's stuff that needs to be known. That there's all this hot stuff in the Bible that people swear by. It's very interesting. But somebody had asked and inquired with Morgue about why he has no eyebrows, and he goes and says that they're pointless, they're useless, so why have them? And honestly, I do resonate with that. I have never truly been fond of the shape of my eyebrows, so I did neaten them up a bit, but as for the rest of the body here, I do like this on head because that's like a really good accessory and also protects the scalp from the sun. But hair elsewhere on the body, I don't like it. I really do not like it. It's kind of disgusting to me, but it's also like pointless. And depending upon what you're doing, the hair is in the way. So I've definitely been one for removing the hair, shaving typically. I'm actually, the part that I'm getting to, I announced that Morg in the live stream convinced me to shave off my eyebrows. This is going to be completely out of my comfort zone. It's going to be weird as heck getting used to not having eyebrows and waiting for the tan line that probably is there from my eyebrows being here for so long. Waiting for that to go away. I figure since I do want to get an eyebrow lift to get the eyebrows up a bit more, so the more like that arched elven appearance, which I really do want to go for eventually in the future, but right now it's not an option for me to get the eyebrow lifts to get that more elven type of appearance, which either way, shaving the eyebrows, getting the more elven appearance, or using makeup to draw in elven like eyebrows. I almost said hair. It is hair, but it's eyebrows too. Both of them are challenges to the normal mainstream normal that society has. And since I want to step out of my comfort zone and challenge these norms, let's just start off with shaving the eyebrows. Eventually, I will grow them back in and get the more elven eyebrow look, or I'll just draw on eyebrows to fit the shape if I don't have eyebrows. But yeah, I am going to be getting a shower. My parents do not know I'm going to be doing this, and I happen to live with them. So it's going to be interesting seeing what their reaction is to this. And it's going to be very interesting my own reaction to it. So I will see you all after my shower. Hairball. Anyways, I am back from getting myself a shower. I decided to go ahead and wear my Smile More shirt. Really nice shirt. I like it. And, well, yeah, the big reveal. Turn myself a bit so it's a little more visible. There are, like, the roots still there, just a little bit. But I officially don't have eyebrows. It's weird as heck, and I'm blushing because of it. Now I'm just trying to match my shirt. So yeah, I dropped my beanie on the floor. I no longer have eyebrows, except for like the little baby hairs and still in the roots. This is going to be a little bit before I can get used to it, but at the same time, eyebrows kind of like a tool to express, but I've watched Morg, and you really, just the muscle movement underneath the skin, you really do see emotions that way too. So, thank you very much, Morg, for being an inspiration for me to jump out of my comfort zone and try no eyebrows. Would be nice if I did have all of the baby hair bits gone. Oh well, that's as good as I could get. But I'm kind of satisfied with this. That's it for today's vlog. I hope all of you have had a really good Valentine's Day. Up there is my channel, so you can go ahead and subscribe if you feel the desire to. And over there is my vlog playlist. I will be uploading vlogs over time, typically just a Monday, Tuesday. It's just a matter of, do I feel like doing it? Because I don't want to push myself too much, to have too much on my plate too soon. But I did pretty good on working on this one, so we shall see when the next one comes out. Anyways, all of you take care of yourselves. Ad Astra.